everything from action adventure,
Damn.
survival and team-based shooters, to farming sims, marble racing, obstacle courses.
Yeah, but all the
and even
characters would be
toad-based
looking the
capture
same,
the
dude.
flag.
It looks like shitty Fortnite. All the animations would be looking the same.
One of my favorite games is Freeze Tag
The
by
character
Dreamweaver.
height is
Take your
static.
recess skills to the front lines.
So if you have an
freeze your
RPG or
enemies
if you have an
by
MMO,
ice
it's gonna be
cream,
boring because
upgrade
all the
your
characters are
weapon,
the same
and
fucking
melt your
height.
frozen friends.
Like,
First team to freeze all
this
enemies
shit
wins.
looks like a good start for a
Another
game
great one is
creator, but
Prop Hunt. Prop Hunt puts
all
a
the
new
characters
look
are
on
the
hide and
same, man.
seek, with hunters searching for players hiding as props.
Yeah, every
In
game
this
has Prop Hunt, man.
post-apocalyptic game of deception, the
My
props
fucking
have a
phone
few
has Prop
tricks up
Hunt,
their
man.
sleeve. No spoilers, but there are giant chickens involved.
Okay, cool.
And of course, there's fan
Checking.
favorite Roll'em. Game creator Wave Paradigm pits marbles v marbles in this spear-based racing sim. With a leaderboard tracking your best times and the inclusion of fan-created levels, there's now a very competitive speedrun community on Discord. Think you've got
Speedruns?
what it takes?
Marble speedrun? Hey, there's Marble speedrun? What the fuck is this game? Alright,
And
this
of
game's whack.
course, you'll want
Yeah,
to
yeah,
explore
yeah.
these games
Yeah, whatever. Anyway, point is, hey, we're streaming for LGBTQIA plus individuals like myself. We're raising funds and awareness so that people like me have a place on Twitch where we can watch trailers of shitty Fortnite and make funny jokes and talk shit about it. So, thanks for hanging out and checking out the stream. I appreciate you being here. And I hope you're having fun. Watching Hoverboard. What the fuck? I want to play the Hoverboard game. Hey, I want to make a Hoverboard game. Remember Jak and Daxter? In Jak and Daxter 2 and Jak and Daxter 3 there was a hoverboard? I could just make that. And then fuck the rest of these games. And then I could just play that. But yeah, this shit looks whack. Only because all the characters are the same. If you can make different assets, it would be cool. But right now, this is kind of boring.
With friends or unleashing your own game ideas, 4 is ready for you. It's free to play and free to create, so head to coregames.com.
It just looks like shitty
sign up,
Fortnite.
download,
Like
and
when you
get
do the
started
shooting
today.
part. It's like if I wanted to play any one of those types of games, I could just play one.
Wow, that was a whole bunch of trailers. We need to take a short break, but when we get back, we've got Demon Turf,
We need
King's
to
Bounty 2,
take a
Blanco's
break.
Block Party, Goner 2, Proto Corgi, and much more. I swear I'm not
Demon
making this up. Gamescom
Turf?
Studio will be right back. Stick around.
Did he say Demon Turf? What the fuck is Demon Turf? Alright, dude, they're taking a break. They're taking a break. I'm taking a break from this channel to watch some other trailer. Let's see. Gamescom trailer. The Gamescom trailer, yeah. Nice.
2 is just around the corner. I'm super excited for it. Great memories playing both of these games. I'm joined now by game designer Andy Gentile to help me reminisce and get me even more excited. Andy, thank you so much for joining me today.
Yeah, thanks for having me, man. Appreciate
So
it.
these games were college games for me at the University of Kansas. I worked in campus mail, delivering the mail around campus with my buddy. And when we come back
Delivering
from our
the
route, we had a
mail?
PlayStation set up in the mail room, and we just played both these games, 1 and 2, nonstop, passing
Tony
the controller
Hawk?
back and forth, trying to achieve every objective on every level. Andy, what was your
They
experience?
just
with these
played
games
Tony Hawk.
back in the day.
Hey,
I
these
mean, it
guys are
sounds a
cool.
lot like mine. I mean, I grew up
I like
like
these
everyone
guys.
else, just like totally
Hell yeah.
obsessed. I had the Pizza Hut demo, the official PlayStation
Right.
Magazine demos, and I really just played any extreme sports game I could get my hand on. But
Pizza
the
Hut
THPS
demo,
series has been near and dear to me, so I'm really excited to see it make such a huge comeback right now.
Yeah.
So how did you make your way to the Tony Hawk dev team?
The short version of that story is I played a lot, like a lot back in the day on Tony 1, 2, and 3, and I played 3 online, and I ended up getting to know some of the Neversoft developers, and then they asked me to come test Underground out one summer,
Underground.
and that was it.
Underground is
I
really good.
became a tester,
I have
and
thousands
then
of hours
eventually
in
level
every
designer
Tony
and
Hawk
producer,
game.
and yeah, and now here we are.
Well, that's a very cool story.
Tony Hawk
so, like,
1,
as
2,
a
3,
longtime fan of the
4.
series and now someone
I played
who's working
5
on the
for
game,
100 hours.
It's a challenging
I played
balancing
Underground
the
1,
experience for
2.
newcomers as well
I
as
played
longtime fans who
American
wanna chase
Wasteland.
crazy high scores.
I played Project
It
8.
can be, but I think that's just.
I didn't play
that's just
much
it,
past
right? The rule of
Project 8.
thumb is that easy to learn,
But I
hard to
easily have
master
like,
kind of thing. So
if I
you
had
wanna make
to
sure it's
put it all
approachable for
together,
everyone
like
who's never touched the
30,000
game
hours
before,
in
but
Tony
you
Hawk.
definitely want to pay close
Video
attention to those
games.
people who are really taking it to the limit and doing things that you didn't know were possible.
So shit like this,
yeah.
like what they're doing is simple to
It's
me.
been a
This
few
isn't
years
even
since
good.
these games were originally
This
released.
guy's doing like
new skaters
average.
have entered the scene. Are you adding new skaters to the roster?
I'm gonna be busting like
Yeah,
million
there's
point
there's
trick combos
quite a
like
bit of skaters this
constantly
time
when
around.
this
There's a
game
lot of the
comes out.
classic people
I
making
can't wait,
their way
man.
back, and yeah, there's a
I
few.
can't
new
wait
ones
to get my
making their
hands
way
on a Tony
to
Hawk
the
game
roster
that's
this time.
really well
Yeah.
developed again.
So who?
It's been so
do you wanna
long
make
since
sure
they
you add to
made
the game?
cool, super
Well,
crazy,
there's people
extreme
like,
sports games like this.
Letitia Bufani, Leo Baker, Riley Hawk, Shane O'Neill. Shane O'Neill is one of my favorites.
It's
I'm
about
really glad
time
to
they
see him
brought
in,
back extreme
and,
sports games.
there's a few extras.
But
I'm not
they
sure
stopped
exactly
doing
who all I
shit
can
from
share at the moment, but I think
EA
people
Sports
might have
Big
this bigger
and
deal. It's
everything
hard to keep
in
track,
the
but
realm of
yeah,
extreme
it's got a
sports
nice
games kind of
lineup
died
this
off.
time.
They stopped
I
making
think,
like
I
NFL
think
streets and
new
NBA
challenges
streets
have
and
been added into the game and
like
integrated,
crazy
including some
video
skater-specific
games.
ones. Can you tell us about any of them?
Like, look at
I'm
this
actually
shit. This
not
is so
sure if I
tight.
can, but I can
This
say
is so
there's,
sick.
the classic goals that you're familiar with are making a comeback, and there's some that
That
are
was
new,
so sick.
and then there's some skater-specific ones that I won't go into too much detail
Tony
about,
Hawk's
but
tight.
it's going to give players some
They
extra
don't make shit like this anymore. Man.
thresholds to try and meet across the game that I'm
Hell
pretty
yeah.
excited for.
All right.
All right.
What about secrets?
Point
I don't
is,
wanna
We're
spoil
watching
any fun
Gamescom. Hey,
secrets.
shut the fuck up. What's this?
We got these ridiculous, like, coal-powered tugboats chugging away on robot legs, and yeah, this was a
Robot leg.
huge crowdfunding success back in 2018. Miranda, what did you make of this?
This rules. I don't also not
This
really into real-time
rules.
strategy, but this might be my first game that I play that is a real-time strategy. I love the mech design. I love
I
how
love mech
they have a
design.
bear that attacks and fights with you.
There's a bear?
This whole world.
Hey,
is
there's a
so-
bear.
Like I didn't even have the audio
Wait.
on for half of it, and then I was like, wait a second.
There's a bear.
This was so cool, and so I really want to know what this world is about, and more about
Woo.
this conflict, of course, too. So
I want to know more
excited
about
Yeah.
this bear.
to learn more.
Hey, where's
I
this
really
bear
love how
at?
sort of like a lot of the mechs look like a guy in a sumo wrestling costume that you would see at like a birthday party, or like they're almost chibi. Like it's really
No,
wonderful.
man,
Like
they
they're
look like
threatening and menacing, but also
really
kind of adorable, and you want to hug them.
makeshift
All three of us went from being like, this is not
early
really my
like
genre,
Mark
to being
One
like, I gotta buy this
unit.
game.
Yeah, so it's like, oh, thank you everyone who crowdfunded.
Oh,
this.
bear.
Look, I can have a little bear friend.
Look at that bear.
I
They
also
look like tanks with
imagining
legs,
that
yeah.
these mechs
They look like
their backs,
boat
that they're
fucking
actually not
faces
operated
with
by
legs.
anybody. They're just on their own doing their own thing.
Yeah.
And like you see this lineup,
They
and,
look
like,
miserable.
The designs are just
That looks like a
so
trash can,
good.
man.
They're so
Yeah.
weird and cute.
That looks like a
It's got
shitty
such great,
semi
like,
truck.
kit bash aesthetic. Like I want to make.
That looks like a
models and dry
weird
brush them
Star
and,
Wars
you know,
spaceship with legs.
gunk wash them. This is just they're so cool, and I don't know. I'm
That
curious
just
what
looks
the,
like
what
a
the actual
power
gameplay
drill.
loop is like, but it's I'm sure as a bunch of us like
The only one that looks like a
casual
mech was the
idiots
one in
being
the
like, wow,
end.
the robots look
'Cause it
cool.
actually
People are
had,
really
like,
looking
up
forward to it, so
armor.
it's cool that it's finally coming out.
And a cockpit.
That is, I believe.
All these
launching
other
on
ones just
September
look like
1st, which is
fucking
very
makeshift
close. That's
trash
what, Monday?
cans and
Yeah.
toilets.
What day is any day? I don't even know. That's
No one knows, really.
Like, there's definitely been a good stretch of this month where I'm like, yeah, September's just it's a few weeks away, and it's like, nah, that's
No,
next
it's-
week.
yeah.
Anyway,
2020,
Right there.
baby.
we also saw.
I'm pretty
Minute
sure one of
Islands,
those
which is
was a toilet, man.
Beautiful transformational journey in a faltering world, a narrative puzzle platformer about finding
Hey,
strength
flush that game.
to go on in a world about to
Yeah, that
collapse,
game
which I think
sucks.
a lot of us can resonate with. But
Yeah, yeah.
I really like the look of this. This is gorgeous aesthetic.
Yeah, it has such an
Gorgeous
Adventure Time
aesthetic.
look to it, and I really
I mean,
love it.
yeah, it looks good.
I think this looks like it could be a really
Look
cool
at that,
kind of
whatever that
experience.
is. I don't even know what
the
that
little
is.
creatures they have around. Like, look at those
Little
chickens. Like, they
creatures?
look like they're
She did the
fluffy
same thing
rather
that I
than
did. I was
little
like, I don't know what
feathers.
to call
It's
that.
really great.
Little
So
creatures?
I'm very curious again what the gameplay loop is like on this one.
Not a fan of those feet. Those
No.
feet are nasty and scary. But that's bloody skeleton's cool as hell. I don't know what that says. About
Bloody
my brain.
skeleton's cool as hell, man.
Describing so many video games with that sentence right there.
Bloody skeleton's cool as hell,
We
man.
have gross feet and bloody skeletons as core, which is basically one of those game creation
This
games.
guy.
Look into this little bit. It's
This
pretty
team.
ambitious. I think at a glance, it's
Man.
very much got a kind of Fortnite aesthetic, but it's definitely doing kind of the same stuff that Dreams is doing, where it's letting you
Yeah, it's
create your own
Fortnite.
games within a game.
Create
But
your
I
own
believe the gimmick
Fortnite.
here is that you basically you can run around with a squad of people, and if you get bored of the particular world you're playing around in, you can leap through a portal and basically travel to a different one. But as you can see, there's a lot you can do with this game.
Yeah.
It is almost next to impossible to explain.
There's a
this
lot of
game
things
in the
you can
limited
do, but
time
they all
we
look
have.
the same.
But so far, I will recap. You can make chess, soccer. I think somebody made an 80s McDonald's. There's a shooting gallery, fishing. You can make Frogger with dragons, boats. Yeah, somebody else want to jump in? There's so much here.
It's so complex, and it reminds me like of a very adult Roblox in a way, just with how many assets and like the possibilities of what you can make, and of course like the kind of I guess the ways to find different games seems like really curated based on what we saw in the trailer.
Yeah, I was saying to you guys earlier, but I would have absolutely lost it playing this as a kid. I would have played this endlessly. Now I don't have the time, but this looks like one of those desert island games that you could just play for 100 years.
Right, but
yeah, no, it's if you could wish for a million wishes, it's kind of that. Like, there's clearly a lot going on there. I'm curious to see sort of how the community.
We just don't have like the time to play the same game a million times.
Like clearly this is a robust suite of options.
Right.
All right.
Well, this is not just about trailers here on Gamescom Studio. We also like some good old-fashioned punishing gameplay. Indie platformer Slime Song was a punishing good time, and the developers behind it are back with a brand new platformer, and this time it's making the jump to 3D.
What?
Let's take a look at Demon Turf.
Demon Turf? Wait, this sounds cool. Hey, I like platformers that are really hard.
What's up, everyone, to this exclusive gameplay preview of Demon Turf.
What?
The 3D platform with attitude. My name's Lucy, and Fabraz asked me if I could rep the game for them a bit. So, let's check out some of the features that they are the most excited
Hey,
about.
I played this game.
Hey, you might be wondering.
This is a PS1 game.
About, though? Beebs, can you summarize the plot real quick, please?
This game came out on PS1, man. I played the demo for this on a fucking disc that I got from... No, at a friend's house. A friend of mine got a disc in the mail for PS1. This was like a Devil Dice, I think is what it was called. Dice Devil or some shit.
That was pretty good, Beebs.
It was a platformer that was behind the back where you were like 2D in a 3D world and you were doing basically the exact same movements as this main character.
And apparently he's been challenging her for a while now.
So this is like the spiritual successor of that. And I've kind of been looking for a game that's like that, actually. Which is weird. I was thinking about this a couple of months ago. I was like, man, they should really make another one of those. And this is basically that, yeah.
Yo, Beebs, you look annoyed.
Heck yeah, I am. That turd of a demon king taunted me in my dreams.
Well, what? You think it was actually him?
The voices are panned to one side.
Let's check out some gameplay, yo! Sizzle real time.
Sizzle reel? So you turn into a bat and you do jumping shit. Everybody knows that. Yeah. And you slide around. Grab onto walls and do flips and shit. Yeah. Floor traps? Wall jumps? Okay. That's pretty cool. Special inputs? Whoa, there's a wheel mode? Oh, drifting? So it's just like a physics game. Nice. This is pretty sick. I like platformers. Punishing platformer? That's what they called it. That's pretty cool.
Even I have to admit, Beeb's got some pretty sick moves.
Yeah.
Let's check out some of the extra special ones. Moveset highlights.
Moveset?
Beebs can set her own checkpoints.
Teleport?
Yeah, pretty nifty, right? Let's say you
Wow.
missed a collectible, but don't want to backtrack. Set your checkpoints and teleport between them. Easy peasy.
Nice. That's sick. That makes this game so much easier. I can just teleport anywhere. Easy.
Beebs also packs quite a punch. Granted, her magical punch isn't lethal, but
Whoa.
you can use it to shove enemies right into spikes or down into pits. Bam!
Non-lethal. Non-lethal.
more jump to the noggin and you've got yourself a fighter, baby!
These melee attacks are super whack.
We can't skip her turf abilities either. You unlock these bad boys when facing a turf's boss and they kick butt. The hook shot allows her to traverse to new places or yank enemies towards her.
What? Okay, that's cool. Roadhog? I can roadhog people?
Rollout form lets her zoom around at insane speeds, ignoring
Drifting.
surfaces and
Deja vu. Taco Bell.
obviously, duh, and it rules. And the timeout ability lets her slow down anything within its bubble. Bullet time? You got it, yo.
Whoa. Nice.
Okay, that's enough.
And then you
of that.
grapple?
Let's talk
Nice.
about all the slick stuff you can find in doing
And then you,
inventory.
yep, bird form. Easy.
Content highlights.
Okay, okay.
If Beebs, I mean, one
I get the flow of gameplay,
revisit
but
levels to see how much they've changed.
the melee combat looks whack, dude. You have to push people into shit, or you have to spin into them? Like
Now
Crash
let's
Bandicoot?
talk about my hometown, yo! Good old cozy Forktown, the hub to all turfs and
But I am a
home to my
bat,
boss, the
and I do
demon
like
hunter.
bats.
You can do all sorts of chill stuff here, like shopping, fancy some modifications.
I'm a
You
bat.
got it. Beebs loves spending her collectibles on those. They really do change her abilities quite a bit.
Maybe I can get better abilities later.
There's also dyes you can buy. Everyone digs a fresh look. even
Colors?
Beebs. Her hair and dress color
Ooh.
even affect her demon forms. Don't know how
Colors?
that works,
Demon
but
form?
Whatever.
Oh shit.
There's a ton of side quests in Forktown.
Devil
too,
trigger?
Like photo hunts, which task you to take pictures of certain locations. Some are pretty tough to find.
Pokemon Snap?
The best part though, your fancy pic gets hung in the gallery. Sweet! There are way too many weirdos around here too. Many with additional
What the
challenges
fuck?
for you, like an arena that will pit you against enemies across all turfs. Got some fighter blood in ya? Or mini challenges in this, like
Challenges.
weird toy box world that seem pretty tough to complete. I also saw some cartridges lying around town. I bet they still work in the arcade.
Oh, nice. Other games that have better melee combat.
Wait a minute. that
Oh no,
looks familiar.
they're just other levels. Never mind. They have the same melee combat.
Okay, I feel like I've talked for ages. Yo, Fabrice team, am I done here? What? One more quick turf boss preview. Okay. Let's check out Fredo.
Whoa. Parappa the Rapper boss fight? What the fuck? He's flat, man. Kick, punch, it's all in the mind. Turn into a bat, and then sure you'll find.
Now we're definitely running out of time. Got anything to add, Beebsy?
Turn into a bat.
Figured. See you around, peeps.
Alright. Not too bad. Not too bad.
That was Demon Turf, and there is plenty more Gamescom studios still to go, but there's even more to come after that.
That's right, Max. After Gamescom
Yeah,
Studios,
yeah.
stay tuned for the Awesome Indies Show, a roundup of some of the coolest, craziest, weirdest, and otherwise most indie games.
Yeah, they turned Tom Marks into a robot. I'm still not sure how, why, or when.
I'm
but
just glad
later
they
on,
gave him a bow tie at least, you know?
he always has a
I'll
bow
have to
tie.
double check
And then later on at 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern, or 11 p.m. Central European Time, the Gamescom Daily Show takes over, and that's our pal Michael Swaim, who has prepared an awesome variety show packed with Let's Plays, guests, trailers, and all sorts of fun.
But right now, it's time for a short break. We'll be right back.
Alright. Short break. I'm also going to take a short break, so I'll take like a 5 to 7. I'll be right back.
The next generation of video gaming is on the horizon, and IGN is here to bring you the latest PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X news and analysis in our new weekly show, Next Gen Console Watch 2020. We'll bring on the experts to discuss and analyze all the latest developments around these new consoles. From frame rates, services, features, peripherals, and even all the new tech jargon, Next Gen Console Watch 2020 will keep you up to speed on everything leading up to the next generation of gaming. Join us every Friday for a new episode.
Not only is IGN the world's biggest media brand for games and entertainment, but we also have a team of some of the world's biggest fans of your favorite franchises. From breaking news and exclusives, never-before-seen looks at movies and games, to reviews, Let's Plays, and live streams, IGN brings you all the coverage you need, no matter where you are. IGN, the #1 source for all games and entertainment fans worldwide.
Everybody loves watching a speedrun of their favorite game. But what if you got the opportunity to peek into the minds of the developers while they watch their games getting completely wrecked? That's exactly what happens in every episode of Game Devs React to speedruns.
Yeah, you can do that. Oh my god!
We invite you to ride along with the developers as they react to, question, and enjoy some of the most skilled players exploiting and speeding through a game it took years of their life to create. Join us every Saturday for a new episode.
Oh, hey there. Welcome back. I'm Brian Altano, and you're watching Gamescom Studio, a full day of brand new video game trailers, exclusive reveals, exciting gameplay, interviews, teasers, and various other wonders and oddities. You just got a look at Demon Turf, an awesome upcoming indie platforming game, and up next, an inside look at King's Bounty 2. Let's take a look.
We want the story to unfold naturally. Like so many stories,
All right.
at the beginning, our hero simply wants to solve some personal problems. It's a
What are we
serious
watching?
issue for him, but it has
King's
little
Bounty
impact on
2?
the world at large. Still, he'll get to the world-changing issues real soon.
Okay.
He'll be proclaimed savior of the world by a prophet, and that will have
What?
some serious repercussions. The lords of the land disapprove of sudden developments like that. So
Dark
our hero
Souls?
will be thrown in jail, losing
All
his
right, all right.
titles, his wealth, basically everything he
Yeah,
ever
I'm
had,
back. What's
and
up?
now he has to start from scratch.
How's it going,
The
Internet?
situation will still look pretty simple and straightforward.
King's Bounty 2?
Players will resolve some simple conflicts. Then they'll receive
I don't remember
difficult
King's
tasks.
Bounty
And
1. That's why I'm really
along the way,
confused.
much more involved in the world and its underlying mysteries. So we start out with the prophecy about the end of the world, with confusion and anger of the nobles.
Confusion
We
is
know that
right.
The end really is coming. It's just like that Hitchcock quote. We start with an earthquake and then constantly raise the tension.
Right.
We want the hero to evolve along with the player, so that the hero's personality will be molded by the player's actions.
Right.
Of course, each playable character will have some natural inclinations. For example, Ivar is likely to try to overcome any obstacle with brute force. He is a grizzled warrior after all. But
He
for
is a
while,
grizzled
players will be able to
warrior
solve quests
after
in a
all.
way that goes against
So
their
it's more of
character's
a 4X than a RPG.
That's the point we want to emphasize. Initially, the player is the one who makes all the choices.
I thought because
but
there's
in the
third
process,
person
they establish
talking,
how the
there'd be
hero
RPG
thinks.
elements.
So after a
Like
certain precedent,
action
the
RPG
character will
elements.
take the reins,
But this is a
and be the one
4X.
telling the player how the story
You
unfolds.
just walk into town sometimes. It's kind of like,
We want the
man,
player to
what was
see
that
the
game
world
called?
responds to their actions.
Mountain
To
Blade.
make a
It's
significant
kind of like
impact,
Mountain
they'll need
Blade,
to make a lot of decisions.
where
A
you
single choice
play
will
in
never
third
change
person
the
and then you
world.
walk into a town and you
Even the
talk to
smallest
people,
decision you make
and
in the
then
most
you do like
insignificant
horse
quest
map
will matter at
bullshit.
the end. One of my favorite
But in that
examples
game, you
of
end up
choice and
actually fighting
consequence
people.
is from the beginning of the game. Soon after we leave the starting town, Marcella, we find a refugee camp. One of the first quests the player receives is to deal with that camp, get rid of it altogether, or solve their issues so they won't cause troubles for anyone else. The
Deal
player
with the
can show
camp.
compassion, and after a rather long quest line, make sure that the refugees
Fee
receive
everyone?
regular food shipments.
That's pretty
On
cool.
the other hand, a
All
player
right.
may go to the bandits and strike a deal with them.
It has
They will
moral
have to sell
choices like
that will
Fable.
strengthen the bandit
Yeah, yeah.
faction standing in the world. This
That's
option
cool.
also means that the refugee camp will lose some prominent characters the player had previously met. There's no guarantee that following the order ideal won't lead to a tragedy down the road. Order and chaos reflect the dual nature of this world. Order may just as well represent tyranny, fanaticism, and prejudice, while anarchy emphasizes freedom, personal feelings, and the ability to adapt and try new things. It's a bit harder to explain the difference between strength and art, but basically, strength means that you can act first and think second.
Right.
While art means you have to take time to gather the facts, solve the puzzles, talk to everyone involved, consider the outcomes.
All right, this is pretty
only
cool.
Then you'll maybe do something.
I can talk to skeletons that have pirate hats.
No matter if
All
it's
right.
short or long, dramatic or lighthearted, easy.
You know, there was another game that got me with that shit.
Will engage the player on a personal level.
Being able to talk to skeletons with pirate hats
Give the
on.
exact number of quests in our game because it's constantly changing.
I have it too.
Currently, we have
It's
about
like
70
Baldur's
quests,
Gate.
but it's a rather meaningless number. Some quests are solved in a few steps, while others will unfold.
It's also
throughout
similar
at
to
least
Dungeon
half of the game.
Siege. What is that shit called? I always forget the
Our
name of
main
that
story
game.
will take about 15 hours to complete. With side quests, that number rises to about 50 hours for now. Of course, we hope that players will enjoy our game because this world has a lot of different lands to see and stories to tell, and we want to show them in the future content packs.
King's Bounty 2. Alright, alright. Let me check. Let me check what that shit's called.
Welcome back, and that was the good word from the developers of King's Bounty 2. Next up, here's 2D and Top D, courtesy of Tom D. Marks D. Let's take a look-see.
Take a look-see? Ah, there we go.
Our next game is called 2D and Top D, and if that
It's
sounds
called
right now,
Divinity Original Sin 2. The other game that got me with that shit is Divinity.
characters and perspectives.
You can also talk to skeletons in
Here's a
that
look at some
game.
exclusive new gameplay.
Yeah. Where's the gameplay at? What the fuck is this? Gumby? I'm Gumby. Alright. Oh, you have to play a 2D and a 3D character in order to complete the level. Yeah. That's a pretty cool idea. Yeah. Puzzle game. Got it. Yeah. That'd be cool if you were playing it 2-player, but I don't think like 1-player would be kind of annoying, right? Because you're switching back and forth all the time. You gotta kite the pigs in order to get them to fall to their death. Kite the pigs, man. Hey, kite these pigs. And then... Oh. There you go. Now walk over there.
Like what you see, you can watch the extended version of this gameplay at IGN.com or
No, I'm
YouTube.com/IGN,
good.
or visit the game's interactive digital booth by visiting indiearenabooth.de. Also be sure to tune into Gamescom Awesome Indies Saturday, August 29th at 10 a.m. Pacific for more exclusive gameplay, trailers, and reveals of exciting upcoming indie games.
Exciting. What? Bad breath?
Haha, that was 2D and Top D, right here on
Yeah,
Gamescom
yeah.
Studio D. I'm Briandi
Yeah. Transylvanian accent.
So I was
Yeah.
really excited about that game too, but this seriously needs to stop.
2D Top D.
Oh no. Gamescom Studio continues with Blanco's Block Party. Check it out.
She literally said, stop doing that accent. You need to stop doing that accent. You are not Dracula.
Hey everyone, I'm Justin Kruger, Director of Community at Mythical, and today we're going to be running through
What is
Blanco's
this, man?
Block Party. I'm joined by Josh Foreman, our senior level designer on Blancos. Josh, where are we right now?
So this area
This is
the primary
Roblox, man.
social hub. We call it the Junction. It's where you meet up with your friends and then go off and do what we call block parties, which are games that you go and do together.
Fall
There's all sorts
Guys?
of cool mini quests and gigs and things that various NPCs can give you.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about what a Blanco is?
Blancos
A
are
Blanco?
inspired by collectible vinyl toys. Stylized, cool action figures, more or less, come to life. just trying to tap into that really creative, out-of-the-box world that they inhabit.
You can customize them, level them up, and these Blancos are designed by some incredible artists out there in the world.
Yeah, we have partnerships with several really big names in the collectible vinyl market, and we're going to be adding more and more of these cool characters as time goes on.
What can you do with a Blanco once you actually unlock it?
So as a collector, one of the main
Flossing Blanco.
I'm just looking for opportunities to trick out my Blanco, to buy new Blancos, to add different skills to them. Like I've got this super cool jetpack attachment. The things that we're doing is going into these
I got a jetpack on my Blanco. I got to trick out my Blanco. That sounds like some bigot shit, dude. That does not sound good. I don't think you should do that in your marketing campaign.
Honing your skills at the platforming and stuff like that.
And you can also build your own block parties. That I think is one of the really cool, exciting parts of this game.
On a personal note, I've been a level designer for over 20 years, and it's so fun to see how players use things in creative ways that I never thought of. So, as an example of a block party, let's just go into a race right now, and I'll just show you how it works.
He tricked his Blanco out, man. That is the worst sentence I've heard out of Gamescom so far.
I think I want to tweak that. I'm just going to pop into build mode. You can see I'm holding this little spray can. That's the icon.
Oh, graffiti? Nice.
I can load up
Graffiti is tight.
into the air, check out everything from this vantage point. So I'm just going to delete them. And I'm going to go through my inventory here, find something like a ramp. Scale this down a little bit, set it in place. The coolest thing to me as a level designer is I can test this immediately. Just like that, I can republish this map and we can go play it again. I can invite my friends to the new block party, new and improved.
So all the different items that you see, you'll be able to change and tweak, and it will evolve over time. Why don't we check out what it looks like from the very start?
So this is what you get when you start a brand new block party. You just get a piece of ground, a spawn point, and then up over here you can see this is the lobby that friends will load into when you guys are getting ready for the block party to start. We have several different categories of props, decorations, structures.
Yeah.
Like
we all get it. You make stuff and then you build stuff, and then people see the stuff you build. It's like every other game where you build shit. Show the next game. Hey, sleeping face. Trick out your Blancos some other time.
The editor really customizes your experience, knows what you're trying
to do. Palm trees
right, Josh,
that
so
aren't even on the ground.
A block party. Now, why don't we actually get into one and play one?
Let's go. Want to see what a shooter's like now?
Yeah, let's jump in. In the shooter, you got a unicorn rocket launcher, a cactus launcher. Tell us a little bit more about the guns.
We're really leaning into the funky aesthetic of vinyl toys, and there's always some kind of twist.
This looks like it was made for PS2, man. I'm pretty sure I played this on PS2.
That is one of your first looks at the different features coming in Blancos.
I think it was called My Street or some shit.
I'm really looking forward to this.
Where you had actual block parties and you'd play mini games. And they had like shitty rip-off mini games. I'm pretty sure it was called My Street for PS2.
Enjoy the show.
History repeats itself.
And that was Blanco's Block Party. You can sign up for the beta today. Max, what is up next?
Well, coming up next, we've got another segment where Tom checks out a game, which we cleverly called Check Out This Game instead of calling it Gamescom, which would have been the obvious name, which we somehow didn't realize until
Dark Fracture? What is that?
Anyway, he's going to be looking at Goner 2, and then there's going to be Dark Fracture, and then later on we've got Minecraft Dungeons, but right now...
What is Dark Fracture?
Gamescom Studio continues right after this.
Oh. More breaks? Alright. If there's another break, I'm gonna watch Tony Hawk again. Here, I'll just do this. Hey. Oh.
Any fun secrets, but secrets have always been a part of the Tony Hawk series. Are all the original secrets in there? And have you also added new ones for people to find?
There's some original ones. I won't say which, and there's some new ones too that are gonna be pretty awesome. I think people will be excited with what we've done.
What about skate tricks? There's also been, it's been many years since these games were released. New tricks have been invented. Have you added new tricks into the game?
There's a few new ones, yeah.
New tricks.
There's a lot of classic ones that made the way back. I was really excited to see,
Nice.
Classics like kickflip, backflip, and misty flip, Muska nose manual, all that kind of stuff.
Muska nose manual?
Tricks,
Nice.
There's a few. Some have gotten a name change over the years, and then
Oh,
some
nice.
special moves. I think like the double 360 flip.
There's
and
new
the
moves, and
hospital
it looks
flip and
like the
castle flip,
controls are
underflip,
really
all these kind of, like, little
tight.
nuances. I'm not sure many people would notice, but for players like me,
Like
I'm really
movement
excited
is very
to see,
fluid,
some new variety making its way in.
and it seems like the environment is much better organized and spaced out than previous games.
Yeah, online will be supported, and I'm very excited to play.
This looks
against
good.
people.
I'm excited to
Yeah.
play
Can you
this.
tell us a little bit more about
Old
what
Tony
the
Hawk,
features will be
man.
like?
I'm excited to play this.
Yeah, so the original modes are making a comeback. So
Nice.
there's definitely
Handstand?
trick attack, graffiti, score challenge, combo challenge.
I can't wait for this
and
to come out,
free skate.
man.
And there's going to be some
I'm gonna
playlists
be
being able to
probably
play, casually and
one
also
of the top in the world.
which is
Tony
not
Hawk
been
players,
supported in the
because I'm
past.
already hella good.
I'm like
I'm
really
so
pumped
good
to
at
just
Tony
get
Hawk.
in and
Oh shit,
hit
I think
a
they're
go
back.
button and just be able to play competitively.
Play competitively? Did you hear what he said? Play competitively is what he said. All right.
And just keep popping up to introduce everything and give you schedule breakdowns and tell you to go do stuff. But them's the rules. So thank you for your
Them's the
And
rules.
so, without any further ado, dilly-dallying, dawdling, meandering,
Dilly-dallying.
rambling, filibustering, or spinning my wheels to give the studio crew working behind the scenes ample opportunity to queue up this next segment.
Stall.
Here's Tom
Stall.
Myers, Goner 2.
Stall for time. Goner 2, man. Stall. Keep stalling.
Check out this game as a sequel. I can't wait for. 2016's Goner was a stylish 2D
Goner?
like shooter that I absolutely adored.
Never heard of it. Hey, turn this shit up.
Is amping up its colorful flair even further. Here's a look at some
Never
exclusive
heard of
new
it.
gameplay.
What? Oh, this is just, what is that game called? Alien Hominid, man. It's just an Alien Hominid ripoff. So this is just like ripoff. Gamescom. Gamescom. Everything is a ripoff of something else. What goes around must come around. Life goes the cycle. What goes up must come down. So far it goes down. Get you some icicles. I'm pretty sure Jay-Z said that. Wristwatch got a Russian face like an oligarch, man. Jay-Z said that. This game is not like Jay-Z though. It does have a bumping soundtrack that Jay-Z would probably approve of. But it does not feature Jay-Z in any way. The gameplay is pretty alright, actually. Oh shit. There we go. We're back. The gameplay is pretty alright. And I like how there's a definitive ending to each level because there's an elevator at the end, similar to Doom or like Wolfenstein. That's pretty cool. Or like Duke Nukem. Man, I should play Duke Nukem. I love Duke Nukem.
Like
yeah.
what you see? You can watch the extended version
Like
of
what
this
you
gameplay
see?
at IGN.com or YouTube.com
Yeah.
/IGN.
Get to the
Or
next
visit the
one.
game's interactive digital booth by visiting
Next one.
indiearenabooth.de. Also be sure to tune into Gamescom Awesome Indies Saturday, August 29th at 10 a.m. Pacific for more exclusive gameplay, trailers, and reveals of exciting upcoming indie games.
Yeah, I'm excited. Whatever you say. Put the excitement in the bag. Be excited,
Hello,
bitch.
you're watching Gamescom Studio. That was
hello.
Tom Marks, excuse me, with Games Tom, haha, with Olga Goner too.
Uh-huh.
And now it's time for something completely adorable. This is Proto Corgi.
Corgi game? Oh no, man. Corgi game.
Hello, my name is Chris from Kimono Games. Our team is
Corgi game in space?
Some questions about the game. Well, this is because it was the cutest dog to feed last part. And also our game designer was going through a love-like dog obsession phase. And we also had a hunch that our little corgi buddy was going to successfully conquer everybody's heart with
everybody's heart?
We would love to see the hardcore gamers make use of all the bullet skills with an emphasis
All of their skills, yep.
ability to get the best
I'm a hardcore gamer.
Maybe you can defeat
High
our
score.
CEO.
Defeat our seal? She just said maybe you could defeat our seal, man.
Others, our team loves many
There's a seal main boss?
popular media.
What the
Our
fuck?
CEO and game designer couldn't choose between Ain from Cowboy Bebop or
Oh,
Missile
Cowboy
from
Bebop.
Street.
One of the
Traits from
designers
those
from
dogs
Cowboy
can
Bebop?
be seen in our loyal and fearless main hero, Bullet.
How does Proto Corgi
I really
breathe?
love this question.
I really love this
He's a
question.
cute cybernetic pup, so he doesn't require theoretically psychic breathing. So maybe only a few pats and naps between the mass destruction.
I love this question. I've never heard anyone say that. I really love this question. I love that so many people ask me the same shit over and over and over again.
So continue to do that. We love your pets.
How difficult is it?
Varies in lower difficulties.
This
and
is not
it
hard.
gets hard as Battle
This ain't
Dogs,
hard.
the most difficult
I played Ikaruga. This ain't
the
shit.
difficulty design is
Oh no, there's
behavior-based, so
lasers.
we
I'm gonna
don't
have to
increase the
stand
enemy
between
health
them
point, the
patiently.
difficulty
This ain't
we
hard,
change
man.
the enemy patterns or the level design. So
You
must
went in
expect
between.
a
So there's a way to
difficult
shield
game
yourself
in
and go
a
in
good
between,
way.
even. That's not hard at all.
Well, the idea was to implement something cool and at the same time cute. So from the start, the races of Proto Corgi universe have a clear theme. For example, the race from our main hero planet are obsessed with cutesy creatures, so logically all control Leviathan enemies follow this theme.
Leviathan?
Healthy doggy snack, maybe, and obviously the
Why are they doing a Q&A about the dog, man? I don't care. The dog. I don't give a shit that the corgi is vegetarian or whatever the fuck you're talking about.
Now,
man.
that was Proto Corgi, and strapping a corgi to a jetpack and launching it into space might seem horribly cruel and inhumane, but think about it this way. Corgis are actually prone to hip problems, and it's actually really good for them. Jetpacks add a lot of back support, and the zero gravity takes the strain off their joints, and their little feet can just float in the air instead of having to support all their weight. It's a really
little
good
feet.
thing. Corgis are a great dog.
Corgis are a great dog. I'm
Anyway,
not
Gamescom
saying
Studio
they
continues.
aren't. I'm
Here's
just
Cyberhook.
saying, why are you giving a whole Q&A about just the fucking dog, man? What? Cyberhook. What? Hey, why are there so many games coming out that are just like sci-fi themed movement games? Cyber Ninja. Ghost Runner, that's what it's called. Ghost Runner. It's like a really simple game, but it's like themed around some sci-fi shit, so you think it's super cool. And then Cyberpunk comes out, and you're like, oh man, this is whack.
and today I'm excited to give you an extended preview of our upcoming game, Cyberhook, developed by Blazing Stick Studios. Cyberhook is a 3D first-person action platformer with an emphasis on momentum and speed.
Yeah, but this is just like Quake 3 maps, dude. This isn't that hard.
Mysterious synthwave-like void. You're not quite sure what's going on, you just know that you have to escape. Soon after, you're given your first tool.
It's got some
the
bops though.
aforementioned Cyberhook.
Hey,
A
what
grappling
song
hook
is
that
that?
serves as your primary method of traversal between platforms and also helps you gain momentum.
Nice sun.
Additionally,
Vaporwave
you're given some
sun.
tools right from the
It's just a
start.
vaporwave
Laser
aesthetic.
gun, which shoots straight from your
Laser
fingertips and
gun.
helps destroy obstacles in your way, and the ability to slow down time, which helps you more efficiently handle tight corners and
Oh,
other more
nice.
difficult sections.
That makes the game extremely easy.
Armed
So
with
all the
just these
challenge
three
is taken
things,
away
you
with
have everything
slowing
you
down
need to
time.
survive the world of Cyberhook. The name of the game is Complexity Through Simplicity. Even though your first few runs might start out pretty tame, you'll soon find that getting from place to place is anything but. Forthcoming challenges will come in varying forms, ready to hinder your movement and test your reactions. And while you might think that you can sail smoothly along a row of blue grid blocks, there's a row of red and yellow just ahead that your hook will not work on, forcing you to think and move quickly to get ahead. As well, you soon find that you're not quite alone in this place. Something wants you eliminated, and in some courses you'll face enemies with that exact goal in mind.
Enemies.
Overall,
Yeah, but there's
Cyberhook
other
runs on a
games that are like this that I'm already looking forward to.
This
That
is a
aren't
speedrunner's
this.
dream game, and alternative features like marathon mode help you prove that as you run the game front to back, level to level, move to move.
That was pretty
prove your
cool.
superiority
That was
against your
like
friends on the leaderboards.
CS surf maps. Surf maps were like
I hope you enjoyed
hard.
today's
Like this
preview
looks
of
like
the
it's pretty
game, and I
difficult.
hope to see you out in the community and be ready when Cyberhook releases late this summer on PC.
So you can do some pretty cool stuff with the assets and make some pretty difficult stuff. But the base game is just like whatever, man. So this is more of like that video game creation sort of thing.
That was a look at Cyberhook, which looks awesome right here on Gamescom Studio. Miranda, what's coming up next?
A block of brand new exclusive trailers. But first, a short break. Don't go anywhere.
No, more breaks. More breaks. Alright. More breaks. No big deal. If they're gonna do a break, then I'm gonna do this. Hey, I'm watching.
And see what comes out.
Yeah. I believe Create a Park is supposed to be much more robust this time around. What's been added to the mode, and what are some of the new features?
So Creative Park has gotten extremely overhauled. It's kind of incredible. Like when I first saw the tech that we were working with, I was like, dude, there's no way we're gonna be able to do that. And then we did it. So you can like take
Creative Park
these
is
like kind of
bad.
shapes and kind of shape them any way you want.
Wow.
With, fun boxes,
They
ramps.
used to have Creative Park back when I was playing Project 8 and American Wasteland and Underground 2. They used to have Creative Park where you could make your own skate park. And it was really fun to make your own challenges for your friends. But now that they have a more robust version of that, it's going to be insane the types of places that people make for you to skate in. This shit's going to be sick. Dude, I'm going to be playing this a lot.
Add feature updates post-launch. Could new features be added to the game further down the line?
Could they? Yes. Will they? Maybe.
Will they? Maybe.
Stay tuned. What do you think? Why do you think now is the time to bring these games back? Obviously, there's a whole
Now is the time, man.
gamers that enjoyed these games back in the day. But why do you think now is the right time?
I mean, it just feels right. I mean, we've been starved without a new Tony Hawk game for a while now, and I think there's a good crowd of people out there just like you and me who've been
Waiting
playing
for a new
forever.
Tony
There's
Hawk game to
new
come out.
consoles and new PC hardware that could just support
Really
this kind of
run this,
this
yeah.
title. And I think, to
And
me, I
this
think
looks
it's long
great.
overdue, and I'm just really excited.
This
to
looks
see
like everything I
come to
wanted it to
fruition
be.
and
I have
really
no
just have another
complaints.
Tony Hawk
Just
game
looking
to
at it like
zone out on
visually, it looks like I have no complaints.
and do our thing.
This looks amazing.
Yeah, it feels like a good
It looks
time.
better than I expected it to be.
Just about out of time here. Before we go, what is like the thing you're most proud of working on with Tony Hawk game?
Oh, they're out of time. You're out of time. They're back. Hey.
here's Dark Fracture.
Here's Dark Fracture. All right, nice. Watch this. Here's Dark Fracture. I'm excited for Dark Fracture, man. Hell yeah. What is this?
Hey everyone, I'm
Hey everyone.
game designer and programmer at Twisted 2 Studio. The two men
Hey
over there
everyone.
are responsible for creating Dark Fracture.
Home sweet home.
Home sweet home.
Today we are sharing with you some of our recent gameplay videos, including never before seen footage from the upcoming early access version
Whoa.
of our game, which is currently under development. But before we dive into the details, let us introduce Dark Fracture.
Spooky. Whoa.
Dark Fracture is a
So it's just,
psychological horror game
what is this
played
called?
in first person.
PT? Yeah,
Set in
PT.
the late 90s in a forested rural area. You play as Edward, an employee working the graveyard shift at the decomposition research facility. Your personal past leaves you with some psychological scars and a troubled state of mind which you carefully managing on a daily basis. This job, which is the first full-time job you've managed to hold down for a long period of time, serves as an anchor for you to restart your life.
Hey, who's there?
One night, you find yourself walking alone in this clandestine place. Bizarre phenomena start happening, and as the night progresses, it gets harder and harder to draw the line between imagination and reality. Between the demo
Whoa.
and the planned early access release, we have made improvements to the visuals with enhanced assets, realistic 4K textures, and the inclusion of newly designed high-quality 3D models. And with that, we are very excited to announce that Dark Fracture will also be released on next-gen consoles. The game will offer 4K
Spooky game. Man, scary games scare the shit out of me, man. I get scared pretty easily by these. When they look a little bit like reality, but there's just that amount of shitty model textures and like shitty UI like this that makes you remember that it's a video game. That shit makes me creeped out. Oh, this isn't unsettling. This is like normal. That's like Prometheus. I've seen that before. That's not that scary.
With a promise of unhealthy soundscapes, unique environments, and new gameplay mechanics, the game is designed to keep you on edge.
It's not that scary, man. It's just like Oblivion. I played Elder Scrolls before, dude. The door opens and you go up the ramp. Just go up there.
My name is Raz, and I am one of the creators of Dark Fracture. As part of a small
Oh shit, they're gonna go through a whole talking portion about how Dark Fracture is the newest, most innovative game. Oh,
love horror, and in Dark Fracture we want to share something that we
We're
are
live.
drawing inspiration from some of our favorites.
Skip ahead, nice.
Share and Visage, and of course
Skip
some
ahead.
of our favorite artists such as H.R. Giger and Beksinski.
H.R. Geiger? H.R. Geiger worked on this?
The prologue allowed you to explore Edward's place of work at the very beginning of his
They're
story.
inspired by it.
But there is much more to explore in the world of Dark Fracture.
Mm-hmm.
And we can't wait to show you all that awaits you just beyond the confines of the mall. From the facility itself to
That's
all
like
the
some Half-Life
decorations
shit.
threatening to devour
That starts to look like Half-Life.
there is
Yeah.
much more to explore and
When you go to the
discover
alien
about the
planet.
story and the world of Dark Fracture.
Whoa. Nice torch.
While this all
It's a heart?
sounds well and
Hmm.
good, some of you might wonder, well, when will you be able to experience this for yourselves? So, we are excited to announce
28th
that
of
you will
February.
get your hands on Dark Fracture on the 28th of February.
2021? Jeez.
We are tremendously excited and can't thank you enough for watching our first walkthrough of Dark Fracture. We would like to invite you to play the free prologue of Dark Fracture on Steam. And if you enjoyed it, please add the full game to your
Free
wishlist to
prologue.
receive updates as we progress towards our full release.
There's a free prologue. That's pretty cool. Not bad, not bad.
That was Dark Fracture right here on Gamescom Studio. Now, lots of video games make you choose between magical powers and giant mech suits, but there's got to be a way to combine both. Let's take a look at Chained Echoes, which lets you combine both.
Wait, what? Hold on. Mech suits and magic? Hold on.
This next Check Out This Game feature may catch you by surprise. Chained Echoes' turn-based fantasy combat looks cool already.
I'm a mech pilot and I'm a wizard, so this is totally right up my alley.
Here's some early in-development exclusive footage of Chained Echoes.
This is just my life, man. I'm a mech pilot and a wizard. Hold on. What the hell? Chained Echoes? I've never heard of this. What studio is this by? It's on Good Old Games, so it's not by a studio you'd recognize. Oh, it's just a Final Fantasy clone. Where you do a bunch of shit. I thought it was gonna be like a 3D, I'm in a mech suit and also I get to shoot fucking magic spells at people game. But this is just like a turn-based strategy game. And they got some bumping ass music. And there's some weird ravens and hats. Yeah. Running in a forest that's peaceful. Oh shit. Turtle dragon. Yeah, mech suit. Seen it all before. Thief? Is that guy robbing? Is that guy stealing right now? Is that guy thieving right now?
Like what you see? Be sure to tune into
Like what
Gamescom
you
Awesome
see?
Indies Saturday, August 29th at 10 a.m. Pacific for more exclusive gameplay, trailers, and reveals of exciting upcoming indie games.
Yeah, that looks hella boring. His
And
face.
that was
He's just
Chain
like,
Echoes. We have lots more games to check out. Still to come, we've got to look at Minecraft Dungeons and what new is
Oh,
coming to those
Minecraft
dungeons.
Dungeons.
And
Nice.
before that, we've got Grindstone.
there's a game called
but
Hightail
right
that's
after
coming
this,
out that's going to
a short
probably
break.
surpass Minecraft
Gamescom Studio will
Dungeons.
continue.
But let's look at their trailer anyway. I'm more interested in Hightail, I think.
Everybody loves watching a speed run of their favorite game.
More breaks.
But what if you got the opportunity to peek
All right,
into
all
the
right.
minds of the developers while they watch their
I
game?
guess I'll take a
get
quick break.
completely wrecked? That's
And I'll be right
exactly
back.
what happens in
So give
every
me like
episode of
5
Game
to
Devs
7 minutes.
React to
Hey, don't
speedrun.
forget we're checking out the
We
charity
invite you to
link
ride along with the developers as
for
they
It Gets
react
Better,
to, question, and enjoy
the
some of
charity
the most skilled
for
players
LGBTQIA
exploiting
plus
and
individuals like
speeding through a
myself.
game it took years of their
Don't forget
life
we're
to
streaming for
create.
charity.
Join
And
us every Saturday
don't forget
for a new
that we're
episode.
here to create a safe space for people like me to have fun and make fun of trailers. So thanks for supporting. It means a lot. And I hope you're having a good time. All right, I'll be back.
Games to reviews, let's plays, and live streams, IGN brings you all the coverage you need, no matter where you are. Whether you're on IGN.com, the IGN app, YouTube, Facebook, or Snapchat, we've always got you covered. IGN, the #1 source for all games and entertainment fans worldwide.
Still using those tiny phones and tablets to watch IGN? Give your eyeballs a rest because IGN has moved to your living room. Get first looks and in-depth reviews of the most talked about titles.
Thank you so much for chatting with me.
Pleasure to be here. And take a front row seat to the biggest events of the year. Tune in on your Samsung TV Plus, Pluto, and Flex, and take a load off. Tune in to IGN 1.
The next generation of video gaming is on the horizon, and IGN is here to bring you the latest PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X news and analysis in our new weekly show, Next Gen Console Watch 2020. We'll bring on the experts to discuss and analyze all the latest developments around these new consoles. From frame rates, services, features, peripherals, and even all the new tech jargon, Next Gen Console Watch 2020 will keep you up to speed on everything leading up to the next generation of gaming. Join us every Friday for a new episode.
Welcome back to Gamescom Studio. Hey, how are you? I hope you're doing well. I'm doing okay. You didn't ask, but it's important to check in with each other every now and then. Now, Grindstone was an incredibly addictive launch title for Apple Arcade last year, and now it's coming to Nintendo Switch. Let's check in with our friends
Apple
at Cappy Games.
Arcade and Nintendo Switch? What are they talking about? I'm back. Hey, what's up? What are they talking about? Cappy? Talking about some shit named Cappy? Oh no. Oh no. Dan Vader? Like Darth Vader?
Take on a color matching puzzler. You know, match up all the blues or the reds or the greens.
Match up all the
Except we added blood,
blues.
guts, burps, an arsenal of weapons and gear, bosses and strategy and tactics.
This be looking rough.
A soundtrack of straight bangers.
Straight bangers. Hey, I like this guy's vocabulary. He has a nice lexicon.
Unlike other color matching puzzle games, Grindstone
Straight
features
bangers.
These little nasty
Nice.
political monsters that
Chaw.
creeps. When you match them up, they don't
I still haven't seen Bill and
points,
Ted
they
3
get
yet. Man, I can't wait.
like a shower of blood and gore. Do you play as George, this hulking berserker type, and he's scaling Grindstone Mountain, killing his way.
Grindstone Mountain.
But George isn't on some epic quest or mission of vengeance. This is
No, George is just a dude, man.
kind of just like a working stiff. He punches
Yeah.
in, does his job, and goes home to his family.
George is just a
His
guy,
job
man.
is wall-to-wall slaughter and danger. The game is all about chains. So connect up as many of the same color of creep to create.
All about chains.
Make a big chain, and you'll create a grindstone. The sparkling reward for all your blood-soaked effort. Create an even bigger chain, get an even bigger, juicier grindstone. But grindstones aren't just a reward and a resource. When they land on the board, you can actually use them to switch your chain from one color to a new color. Creating
Switch your chain from gold to platinum
bigger and better grindstones.
to diamond.
Now, if it looks like George is able to
And
lift
get
the
two
chain in ways
chains,
that
like
makes
2
it
chains.
like a hot knife through butter and not be in any danger.
With some total bangers in the background.
Some creeps will randomly go aggro, which means they will
Aggro.
attack George
I like your
and attack
vocabulary, man.
his chain beside them. And
Chaw.
George only has 3 hearts in each level, so they can get pretty dangerous pretty fast. But it's not just creeps George has to worry about. There's also these guys we have called jerks, which are like tougher mini-boss enemies and each have unique attacks and abilities. These guys need longer chains to kill and definitely more planning.
This does seem pretty cool.
So as if creeps and jerks wasn't enough danger and peril, there's also giant bosses to kill. And each of them, they put their own kind of spin on the basic chaining mechanic and they challenge you to think about each move a little more carefully and use some strategy to clear them out.
Some strategy.
Besides good chains, a little strategy, and a little luck, what else is going to help George take down all these creeps and jerks and bosses? Gear. Grindstone has lots of gear. Hidden inside treasure chests throughout the game are these blueprints to craft weapons and potions and even outfits that each have a unique ability. You have a loadout
Cupid
where you can pick
cosplay?
your chosen gear, sort of mixing and matching different pieces that can.
I have a Hanzo
in fun
cosplay
ways, sometimes
at this point.
unexpected ways. And so, as a result, you can sort of develop your own play style or strategy for how you like to deal with certain enemies or areas. And speaking of areas,
I finally got the hat back to do it.
it just goes on, and each area of the mountain is sort of crazier than the last. There's ice caves and
Yeah, there's a bunch of levels because it's just like fucking Bubble Bobble or whatever the shit. It's a phone game. I get it. There's a million levels.
There's
Nice
also these
game.
things we call offshoots. They're sort of sub-caves where elements from different mountain biomes get remixed. I mean, all told, there's over 250 levels that span across the whole mountain. And if you want to take a break from grinding your way up a mountain, Grindstone has a daily competitive mode, which we call Daily Grind, where the challenge is to survive a random set of levels and rack up the most points in those levels to see where you end up on the leaderboards.
Mm-hmm.
Grindstone launched on Apple Arcade way back in the before times of 2019, and
The
we got a
before
great reception
time?
from players, which led us to try something we've
Hey,
never
what's
done
up,
before in
Ian?
the studio,
How's it going?
update our game.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat, man. I'm glad that I'm not the only one that has a fucking sleeping face on their face. Because my face is so bored.
More players could experience this game that we're
Oh,
really
man.
proud of. But then 2019,
I wish they made the character more... I don't know.
everything got a lot harder.
He doesn't seem like he's happy to be there. He seems super not excited to be in the game. For a million levels. That's what really bothers me about this game's design. The main character seems like he hates it being there. For a billion levels, this guy is pissed that he has to do this. Because this is just his job. If I wanted to play a game that feels like a job about some dude's job, I'd just get a job. Okay, thanks. Now, next game.
Touch controls convert to sticks and buttons. We want to get the Switch version just right, so we put a lot of thought into it and definitely had to create new stuff from scratch to make it happen. Right now, I think everyone's looking for silver linings, right? For some light.
Ship it.
Dark. For our team at Cappy working on this port and expanding this game we truly love, I think it's really helped us by providing something to focus on.
They all look bored.
Ourselves into at a time.
All the other characters in the game look excited.
I was definitely
Just not him.
so meaty and meaningful to work on during this time.
Hmm.
And there you have it. Grindstone launching on Nintendo Switch this fall.
And there you have it.
The whole Cappy team.
Bob Ross in the corner, except he looks bored. That's so true. Bored Ross in the corner. Cappy Games. They usually make good games, and that game does look good, but like that dude
Now let's
looks
take a
like
look
he's
at
pissed.
a spin-off of what began
Oh
as
my
a surprising
God.
little indie game, but rapidly became the best-selling game ever.
Why is everybody's
Here's what's
value
new in
different?
Minecraft Dungeons.
Minecraft Dungeons. Alright, this is gonna be tight. Watch this. Is it better than Hytale or no?
Hi.
This shit looks like trash. This is that other game. This is that Diablo game.
I'm excited to show you a first look of our upcoming content release, The Creeping
Oh, there's
Winter.
new content.
And I'd also like to show some other really fun free game updates we'll release the 8th of September.
More shit that looks boring. I thought this was gonna be the new Minecraft update that was gonna be like more comprehensive, not just fucking the top-down Diablo game. Off-brand Diablo add-on. This shit looks whack, man. I had more fun watching the gameplay trailer of Tony Hawk.
So far, but there's plenty more coming. On
There's
September
plenty more
8th,
bullshit
we're gonna
coming.
release our second content update to Minecraft Dungeons.
Oh,
Creeping
nice.
Winter.
Creeping Winter.
Set in a snowy setting or an ice
In a
biome,
snowy
as they say
setting.
in Minecraft speak. Players will
In
continue
Minecraft
the story
speak.
from the
In the
base
ice
and
biomes.
explore exciting new areas like the
It's
frozen
placed in
fjords
the
and
ice
lost
biomes where you freeze your
Plenty
ass
of
off.
secrets to discover and
You
new
play a
treasure to
top-down version of Diablo
There's
and it's
also
very
brand new
boring.
mobs, like the
There's no cool
Evolutioner,
spells and you basically
Iceologer,
have no skill
and
tree
we'll
and
add a
this
bit
shit
more
sucks.
challenge to the fight
But
with
we
our
made it
new
anyway
slippery
because they told
ice.
us to,
There's
because
nothing like
Notch
helplessly sliding
left the
towards a
project
big
and we
bunch of
get all of the assets from the IP now. So we
Also
have to make more
available
bullshit
September
to make
8th
us more money.
There's plenty of
So now
full
we made
content
this.
and
So
features
play
for
this,
everyone.
please. Play our
Parts
game.
of the feedback we
Play
received
our
was that
game
players
for
wanted
Nintendo
more
Switch.
endgame,
Buy
ideas
our
for
game.
emeralds and more different things to do. So that's what we've done. First,
Oh,
we
the actual
improved and
Minecraft
merged
update
into
for Nether is out already?
You can
Cool.
now find and rescue 5
The real
different
update's
merchants,
out.
and they will set up shop.
Hey, maybe we should finish
These new
that
merchants
mountain.
include a blacksmith that lets
Maybe
you
we should
upgrade
finish
your
that
gear.
mountain
Yeah,
and
you
fuck
can
this
now
game. This
keep
game
that
sucks. Hey,
favorite weapon of
boo.
yours. And we've also
Hey,
added
can somebody
a gift
flush
wrap,
this shit?
a way for players to trade
Anybody got
items.
the
You can also level
tugger
up
on the
these
toilet
merchants to
in
expand
the
their
chat?
stock and capabilities.
Somebody flush this fucking game,
We've
please.
added daily trials. These are optional challenges the player can try to complete for extra good treasure. In these trials, we change the game mechanics and rules. An example of a trial would be
Yeah, I gotta get them to
we
help us
replace all
finish
the
it,
players'
yeah.
arrows with fireworks arrows and replace half the melee mobs with creepers. That would be a trial we call Everything Explodes. There will be multiple different challenges every day, so whenever you log into Minecraft Dungeons, there will be something new and fun to play.
Nice.
Looking at the months ahead, we're committed to evolving the world of Minecraft.
You see that guy
Dungeons
jump
with
right into the
free
river?
expansions,
Nice.
But we're also planning to
It's in the
release
very
new
cold
features and
setting.
content, and many of these features are the result of community.
One of the secret projects that you guys
Do
came up
listen.
with looks
We take
cool.
it seriously.
Nice.
One feature that our community has been asking about is cross-platform multiplayer. And we're going to release just that
Cross-platform
later this year.
multiplayer? Oh,
So
maybe
players
this is
across
actually
all
not that
platforms
bad.
Can play together.
Yeah, but there's Diablo 4
Minecraft
coming out,
Dungeons
so
is
who gives a fuck?
ongoing, and we want to continue to add new and exciting things to keep players happy and playing for months to come. We
For
can't wait
months
to have players dive into the new content
to
starting
come.
September 8th. Make sure to drop
He
us a
should have
line
said
and let us know what you
years.
think.
He just gave his
Thank
own
you.
game a
See you
time
again.
period where people want to play. He just said months. I hope people play for months and get bored.
And that was Minecraft Dungeons right here on Gamescom Studio. Quick reminder, Gamescom is 4 days jam-packed with gaming content,
my
and it's all leading up
goodness.
to a great big send-off award show thing this Sunday. So head over to www.gamescom.global and cast a vote for your favorite streamer, Gamescom's most wanted, and the
Your
best
favorite
of Gamescom.
streamer?
You gotta vote on those things
Oh.
because we will pick winners
Cast a
based on
vote for your
votes.
favorite
Yeah, and this Sunday means
Nobody
August
gives a
30th.
fuck.
That's tomorrow at 8 p.m.
Who
Central
cares?
European Time.
I'm
or
the
11 a.m. Pacific time.
Gamescom favorite
and find out the
streamer of
winners
the
on the
year
grand finale of
award
this year's
winner,
Gamescom, where we
bitch.
give the gamers
And
a
don't you ever
stage,
forget
cool
about it.
cosplayers-
Who gives a fuck?
Oh, man, why are we doing it?
Why are we
Cool
doing
cosplayers,
this? See?
user-voted
Look,
awards,
see?
esports, and
Why are we doing
And
this?
here's a look at what's coming up soon. A little later on, we've
What
got
is the
new
point of
gameplay
any
from
of
Ghost
this?
Runner, and then a segment on
This
Juggling
dude's having an
Right now,
existential
it's time for
crisis on the
Gamescom
left
Awesome
here.
Indies. That's coming up right after a short break.
Why are we doing this? Why are we here? Just to suffer? These guys are awesome. This fucking Gamescom award sucks, dude. That's why I'm watching it. I love how bad it is. This shit is awesome. Halo Infinite looks so boring. I love how boring all the games look. There are a couple that are really tight that they were working on before all this stuff started happening, so they've been like really polishing it and making it look nice. But pretty much everything that's been developed since the start of this is like fucking whack. Understandably so. It's supposed to be whack, but like it's whack. One frame of Kojima? Alright, this Gamescom is tight now. Dude, I was just talking to Isaiah the other day about how fucking cool Kojima is and Metal Gear Solid is. Damn. I really want to play Metal Gear Solid 3 on stream and try and get through some of the harder difficulties, because those games are so well put together. Up until you get to 4. Metal Gear Solid 4 suck, and so does 5. And the only good one was 3, and 2 was kind of weird, and there's a couple scenes that you should look up on YouTube, and 1 was tight. But 3 was so tight that I have to go back and play that shit. I hope that I can play... I think they did a remaster recently. I just forgot about it. But, I need to look that shit up and play that again. Because those games are so good. 5 was good for the first half of the game, and then the second half just falls off. The missions just get whacked. But that was when they were making Kojima fucking scrub toilets with a toothbrush. That was so fucked up. Man, Konami can go to hell. Konami suck. I can't believe they did that. They make pachinko machines for Metal Gear Solid 3 now, though. Wait, what the fuck? You just saw? That's that Cyber Ninja game.
original games from smaller independent studios and getting up close and personal
That's...
with the developers behind them.
I haven't seen any of this shit. That's that Cyber Ninja game. But I've only seen like one of these. All these other indies are some shit I've never seen before. Goose Game.
The Gamescom Awesome Indie Showcase begins right now.
Alright, alright. I've seen one of these. What are we looking at? What are we looking at? Gamescom.
Hello. Completely voluntary human
Hola.
test subjects are needed for an important research study.
We got history. When you look at me. This is that Rich Brian song or whatever. We got history.
May occur and does not typically result in long-term damage. Your performance and survey responses will be recorded, compared, and shared with
The only good part about this game is the song. This game's fucking boring.
participate in
This is just a Portal ripoff if it was on some phone.
study.
All these games are ripoffs. It's just fucking Scam Com. Scams Com Indies.
You just caught the exclusive reveal trailer for Lab Rat, and if you enjoyed
Lab Rat, the
there's
scam.
plenty more to come.
These are all just
Our
scams.
chance to celebrate all of the amazing, heartfelt, weird, wonderful,
Amazing, heartfelt scam that I just ripped off the idea for.
Please help me welcome a Gamescom first, a fully autonomous
Oh, Lab Rat, great.
that its IGN editor Tom Marks.
I love watching these because they're so whack. What the fuck is this? What is going on? Oh, he's a robot. That's right. Yeah, they have to make it look cool.
IGN editor Tom Marks. I'm just
Yeah,
doing it
yeah.
remotely because they'd only let one of us in the studio at a time for safety reasons.
All I
Yeah.
hear is bleeps and bloops.
Funny joke, man.
Or otherwise, I'm thrilled to be here to help showcase some of the most interesting and exciting indie games on
T1000.
the
It says
Then let's
T1000.
get started, Tom Servo. You know,
Tom
as excited
Servo?
as we
He
are
said
about
Tom
everything we
Servo.
have planned today,
This guy's not
Awesome
funny.
Indies is just one part of Gamescom. We've also got moment-by-moment coverage from Gamescom Studio, our live show packed with
Mexican
reviews, trailers, gameplay, and closer looks at some of the most anticipated upcoming
Mexican Files, fucking T1000. This shit is like Verizon hotspot wireless.
Customize your own
Fucking
Gamescom experience and live your best Gamescom life. Make sure
Why
to
is
check
it
out
dressed up like
Gamescom
Bill
now.
Nye, bro? Why does the fucking T1000 look like Bill Nye? You should make that shit look hard. You should make it look like Genji or some shit. You just duct taped an iPad to Bill Nye's body, bro. Bill Nye's mannequin.
All of that plus our
This shit looks so
final day will
ugly.
feature the Gamescom Best of Awards as well as the annual cosplay competition.
Gamescom
Hey,
is so
Tom, what are
whack.
you cosplaying as?
I love Gamescom. This shit sucks.
I don't know if well, they made this weird body for you. I assumed it was like a Naruto villain or something.
No. How does this look like Naruto at all?
Okay.
How does it
well,
look like
moving
Naruto
on.
at all?
Here at Gamescom,
This guy's
Awesome
not funny.
Indies, we're shining all the light we can on
This
brilliant
guy's not
games
funny, man.
that often don't get their fair
It sucks
share
to
of
not be
attention,
funny,
credit,
man.
or accolades.
I don't know how that
Decided
feels.
to give out as many awards as we possibly can because honestly, they're all winners to us.
That's right, Boston Dynamics version of Tom.
And our first
Boston Dynamics version. He's just like yelling Twitter fucking comments out of his mouth in between what they're talking about.
against hordes of monsters, all set to a wicked 8-bit metal soundtrack.
Which is why only The Last Spell could possibly win our coveted first award of the evening.
The Last Spell.
Award of Death and Blood Explosions.
This is not
Careful,
funny.
it's pointy and it wants to kill you.
Imagine if Bill and Ted sucked and one of them was a robot. Oh man, I don't know how it feels to not be funny, man.
And today, I'm
I don't
going
know how
to
it
share some
feels.
features from the upcoming CCCP tactical RPG, The Last Spell.
Hmm?
In this game, the apocalypse happened. Some mages triggered the end of the world. by
Okay, this
accident,
looks
and
cool.
now
This looks
pretty much
like
all
Final
living
Fantasy
things have been
Tactics.
wiped out. There's one
This
last
looks
city
tight.
standing, but it's mostly ruins.
There's mages
Your role is to defend
and
it,
different
as well
classes:
as the mages,
wizards,
they can cast one
spellblades,
spell that might save the world from utter
warriors,
destruction. The Last Spell.
rogues, rouge. There's
First,
rouges.
you have the production phase, in which you can make some
Prediction
buildings, like
phase?
houses, an armor
Whoa.
maker,
You can make a
mana well,
building?
a temple, and
In between combat?
but also gain
Alright, I'm gonna
levels,
build a house,
buy new
bitch.
gear for your
Watch
heroes,
this.
build
Fortnite?
them, and even recruit new characters.
Final Fantasy Tactics Fortnite. I'm gonna build a house.
Then
Build up,
you have
bitch.
the deployment phase. During this
Then
one,
you fight
can
them.
build some defenses, walls, watchtowers,
Walls.
catapults, and place your heroes.
You can
at the
build
way
some
for the battle.
defenses, walls,
Finally, you have the main phase of the
watchtowers,
game, the combat phase. Every night,
and then you
hordes of
just fight
enemies
them
will come to your city, and you need to kill them
with
all
your
before they reach your
defenses
town
or
and
whatever.
attack your mages.
Attack your mages. Don't get
We have what
attacked
we
in the
call an
mage
asymmetric
center.
gameplay. You only have a handful of very strong heroes fighting hundreds of weak enemies. We're putting a big focus on the optimization of the damage you'll be dealing every
Did
turn
he say
thanks to
big
8
focus or big fuckers? I thought he said we're putting the big fuckers on the optimization.
In The Last Spell, the characters are classless. This means
Big
that all the
focus?
skills you'll be able to use depend on the weapons your character will be carrying. We want to give the player this arcade feeling.
Arcade
Turns are
the
quick to play,
feeling.
and you will easily use impressive
Yeah, that
skills
does
to
look a
slay
lot
dozens of
faster
enemies.
than a lot of the other
However,
tactics games that
player
I've
will be
played in the
challenged with
past.
the
This looks a
resources
lot more
optimization
fast-paced,
and
for
synergies
sure.
between the characters they'll need to
And it's a
find.
lot easier to
They hope to make
understand
some progress
in the UI than a lot
So
of
you'll need
other
to start
tactics
over many
games.
times to try new strategies.
But it's still just a phone game, man. All these indie games are phone games.
Finally, at the end of every night, you'll see the screen showing your score, the
Hey,
panic
all
bar,
of these
and the
games
damn
are
souls you
sleeper
managed to collect.
phase.
In the last spell, you have to take care
Are
of
any
your city.
games good? Hold on.
If no enemy manages to penetrate the city walls, your panic bar will stay low, and you will gain more rewards. You also earn souls when killing enemies. They will enable you to unlock
All
new
these
things for
games
your
are
next run.
fucking sleeping phase. Are there any good ones?
And this ends this very small presentation of the last spell. We're still working on the game, and we have long months of development ahead of us. But feel free to wishlist the game on Steam to support us, and join the CCCP community on
Alright, what
Discord.
is this called? Last spell. So, is there anything good here?
Our next game is the illustrious winner of the coveted Game Most Likely to Launch a Line of Funko Pops Award.
There's some unannounced
Despite its
games that are
tough
still going to be
sounding title,
announced
it's chock full of adorable
that
characters
we're
with
going
big ol'
toward,
heads and
but
adorable
this
little
shit right
eyeballs.
now is
Let's
boring.
check out Skull Hero
We got like
Slayer.
an hour before any of this shit gets tight. So at 2 o'clock, this shit's gonna turn up. It's so whack that you have to wait till 2 o'clock for shit to turn up. At 2 o'clock, I'm gonna be turned, man. This is all sleeping phase, right? Alright, so we have a fucking hour. No. We have an hour, dude. We're just gonna watch some other shit. Because I found the list. I have the list of every game that they released a trailer for. So I can just fucking type it in and just watch some shit that doesn't sleeping face my fucking nuts off. Funko Pop Figure Award? I'm good, bro. Nah, we're watching the fucking Dirt 5 trailer. Fuck this. Goodbye.
From the racing game experts at the Codemasters Cheshire Studio.
Hell yeah.
This is Dirt 5, and this
Dirt 5.
is Playgrounds.
I'm all in there. Now we're talking about some shit that I give a fuck about. Fuck all this sleeping face shit. I can just look at the list and just Google this shit. Fuck all this other live bullshit. I knew that would happen eventually, man. I'd get to the point where I'd just be like, these games are fucking boring. If I give a fuck, I'll just look up the trailer, man. Fuck this. This looks tight. Do you see the loop-de-loop that you can go through with a fucking monster truck and bowling pins? Oh, hell yeah. This is tight. Now we're looking at some cool shit. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Loop-de-loop. Oh, yeah. All day. Drifting in circles, oh, around fire. Oh, now we're talking about some shit that I give a fuck about. Love this stage. There's fucking Super Mario Maker levels for this car game that you do flips in. Oh, hell yeah. Car customization. Oh. Going through fucking rings of fire and doing drifts around corners into balloons and power-ups and shit. Alright, now we're talking about some shit that I give a fuck about. Points. Oh, I love points. Car games. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Playgrounds is the huge all-new.
Now we're talking about some shit I give a fuck about.
Dirt 5. Design.
Now I have the power to do what I love to do. Hey, fuck this. This is boring. Yeah, blah blah blah. You can make some shit. Drive some shit. Yeah. Look at this. Oh, this is great. This is amazing.
So try different approaches and see what the community are enjoying.
Different approaches. This is a different approach that works way better.
How do you search for
Oh, look at that, man. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, that's beautiful. That's amazing. This game is stimulating my amygdala. That's amazing. Tony Hawk Pro Driver. Did you see how close he was to the inside wall, dude? Oh my god, this game looks amazing.
Pin arenas to your own personal shortlist, so your favorite.
Oh, first person? First person? Can you play VR? Oh, drift around this corner. Oh, this is insane. He's going like 90. Oh, dude. Keep it under control. Oh, you're good. You're good. You're good. You're clear. Close right. Hairpin right. Oh, Samir! Samir, what are you doing, Samir? Samir, what are you doing? What are you doing, my friend? Don't tell me how to drive. Dude, this is sick.
Including over 70 racing routes
Shut up.
epic locations, 4-player split screen,
Shut up.
action-packed
Don't
multiplayer
make this
fun,
right.
a livery editor, photo mode, and a story-driven career.
Close right. I said close right, Samir. Come here, I'm breaking the car, Samir. I'm breaking the car. Oh shit. There's actual dirt sections where you do have to worry about your tires slipping. So this is tight as fuck. And I'm playing the fuck out of this game. And I need a racing wheel so I can play this game because I'm playing the fuck out of this game. Oh hell yeah.
Which includes a 120
This
FPS
game
option
looks
on
so
both
sick.
platforms.
Alright. And I can just skip. Yeah. Now I'm bored. And now I can just go to the next one. Now I'm bored. This is great. Alright, let's figure out what the next one is. The fuck is that? Hold on. I can look at shit that looks weird too. What the fuck is this? What? Who? Every soul deserves peace? Oh, Ghost of Tsushima? Play-Doh Ghost of Tsushima? Everybody's top-down Play-Doh? Ghost of Tsushima? This is a ripoff of Ghost of Tsushima. Okay. Cool. I can just skip. This is great. I like this a lot better. Alright, cool. Skip that. That's totally whack. Let's see. What is this? Project Haven? What is that? What?
Hi everyone, my name is Joanna Dimas.
Swimming to Demish?
And
Your
we are
name is Swimming to
excited to
Demish?
show you some alpha gameplay of our upcoming game, Project Haven.
This
Project
looks
Haven
terrible.
is a tactical turn-based RPG
Oh yeah,
that
this is just
combines
Shadowrun, but a
complexity
ripoff.
of
Hey dude, I have Shadowrun. I don't need you to rip it off. Alright, cool. Next. Hey, this is fun. I like this. Crash Bandicoot developer interview. The Crash Bandicoot interview, when I went to go watch it last time live, it was all fucked up. So we're gonna watch it actually this time. Gamescom. Yeah. Nice. Now we're
running
watching
out
some
of
shit I give a fuck
time
about.
because Crash Bandicoot 4 It's About Time is going to soon be hitting consoles, and I cannot wait to dive into this game as a huge fan
Nice.
of the Crash Bandicoot franchise.
Now we're
And
talking.
thankfully, I can spend a little bit of time, and I promise I won't
13
do
minutes?
more time puns after this, talking to Lou Studdert from the Toys for Bob team, a producer on Crash Bandicoot 4. Lou, thank you so much for joining me.
Yeah, I'm glad to be here, and
I'm glad to be
honestly,
here.
bring on the time puns. Just keep them coming.
I feel like you and the team must be sick of. I'm sure you do them, back and forth to each other all the time. But I feel like I must drive you crazy by just throwing them in. So I'll try to restrain myself.
We've got a lot of dad joke energy on the game. So
Perfect.
Dad joke energy.
That's how I like to describe most of the videos.
We
I
got a
do is
lot
dad
of Budweiser energy
so this
on
will
the
go very
game.
well. But no, there's a ton to
We
talk about.
instilled in the Wrath of Cortex the Miller Lite trilogy
Debut in the first look at the flashback tapes when it comes to
and
Crash
the
Bandicoot.
ethos
Can you tell me a little
of
bit more
Budweiser.
about that and what people can expect from what that is?
All right, let's see the game.
Yeah, so the flashback tapes are these kind of devious test chambers that we've dreamed
Devious
up.
test chamber?
And they
This isn't
see
devious.
kind
This
of
is
Crash
very
and
normal.
Coco before the events of the original Crash Bandicoot. So these actually take place in the 90s. They
Prequel.
take place when Cortex was doing
Prequel.
tests on Crash and Coco. Because originally Crash was kind of planned to be Cortex's kind of general of his army, and so
Yeah, but
what
he
we wanted to do
abandoned
was make these
his
fun,
army.
crazy test
And he ended up
chambers
fucking
where
up
Cortex
everything
is putting Crash
because
and
he's a
Coco
badass.
kind of to the
Crash is
limits
tight.
of platforming skill.
I love
and
Crash
so
Bandicoot
these are these
games.
really fun,
So I'm
extremely
excited.
difficult challenge rooms that players can
Challenge
get
room?
access to in a very unique way. You're required to find these VHS tapes in the levels, and you need to reach them in the level without dying. So it's actually us playing off of the death routes from the original trilogy, which required
Nice.
players to get to a certain location without dying to get access to it. And
This
so
looks
for us,
sick.
these
This looks
VHS
actually
tapes
challenging.
are that challenge. So you need to
Yeah.
find them in a level
This looks
without
actually
dying to
challenging.
get access to
You gotta
these
think with your noggin
and then once you're in the
before you
levels
do something.
themselves, they
And be
actually
careful.
have kind of a multi-tiered relic system. And so for the completionists out there, it's not enough to reach the end of it. Similar to a normal level, you need to also break all of the crates. And so it's exceedingly difficult. It's really fun. And it actually allowed us to just kind of come up with just insane creative usage for all of the boxes and crates in the game, and even toss in some that you've never seen before.
Yeah, I was, watching the footage before we spoke, and
This
one,
looks pretty
I
good.
gotta say, I love just how many.
I like the way they expanded on the mechanics of
crates there
3.
are apparent.
And now
I
they're just like doing what they're supposed to be doing with the Crash games instead of doing all this weird go-kart bullshit.
This jumper too, but how exciting it's going to be.
We should also play the
try
go-kart
to
game.
overcome these
I'm not
levels.
saying that
I
we
do
shouldn't
like
play the
mix of
go-kart
old
game.
and the new,
But
because as you were saying, these take place back.
this
in
is a
time.
real
What we're
Crash
seeing,
game.
For example, one of the newer crates, which has that sort of like time countdown. Was there any worry about including some of the newer facets in these earlier things, or because sort of the way they're explained in the world, it was easy to kind of bridge that gap?
You're exactly right. One of the things that you'll actually see in the levels themselves, or hear in the levels themselves, is a commentary running from Cortex.
These retro
talking
levels are
to
boring.
Crash
I want to
or
watch
Coco,
the
depending on whose
regular
level
and
it is,
normal gameplay.
and Vortex, because it's kind of a hard of one that looks like you're underwater, and we're actually making it feel.
Here we go. Regular normal. This is what it's supposed to look like.
Fantastic. Yeah, for us, when making these alternate heroes, the way that players are going to get access to
Nice.
them
This is the new
that
game.
as they play through the adventure, there will be a level introducing kind of them to this character, like Cortex and Dingo, that will teach them
Whoa.
how these characters play.
Nice.
And then from that point
They
on,
all have
they'll
different
actually
abilities.
interact with them in optional levels, where these characters
Whoa,
will be
look at
in
this.
called timeline levels.
This looks
Where you
sick.
see how their parallel
Now we're
stories
talking.
interact with Crash
Fuck
and
that other
Bandicoot's
shit.
adventure.
VHS
and
tapes.
for us, when developing these, what we wanted to do
Fucking
was
Tony Hawk.
make sure that
It's
they
the curse
were
of Tony
all
Hawk.
compelling in their own right. They have
Tony
some
Hawk wants me to
kind
play
of
Tony
core
Hawk,
fundamentals.
and not
Like,
this
we didn't
game.
want to,
It's the curse of the Tony Hawk
Dingo Dial into
release.
a 3D, action adventure game. They have some core,
I have to skip past the
foundational
VHS
elements of the Crash
tapes
game,
in
but then
order to
we
get to the
wanted
good
give
part.
them their kind of unique play styles, their unique focus. And so for Cortex, he's a bit more puzzly, right? He's about figuring out where to go,
He's a
how
bit
to
more
change
puzzly.
enemies, how to interact with them. And then for Dingo, he's kind of our demolitions expert. He's all about breaking through stuff.
Nice.
He's picking up TNT barrels with his
Junkrat.
vacuum cannon, launching them at enemies. He's
Nice.
smashing through crates.
This is tight.
He's a big boy, so he's slamming
He's
through
a big
things as he
boy.
goes, as opposed to kind of having
He's a
more
big
of a
boy.
finesse style of play than Crash. So it's been a lot of fun for us and for the team, not only to come up with the movesets for these, but then also just reinvent kind of how we develop levels for them and to come up with really fun, new, and unique interactions for these characters.
Yeah, the Cortex level was such a fresh surprise, and I loved getting the handle of him, and so I'm very excited to see how him and Dingo Dial and how this all factors into the full
Dingo Dial?
plays out, because I'm very excited to
fuck?
see that full package. Before we do wrap up, I briefly
Alright,
did want
alright.
to have to ask.
Now
of
that's
course,
sleeping face. All right, cool. That's basically what I wanted to see out of Gamescom. Was Crash Bandicoot. Overloop is boring. That's not even Deathloop. That's not the right loop game. That's the wrong loop game. I saw Morbid and all that shit. We had Corgi Hook. Right now they're probably on like Space Assault or Tamarin or something. So yeah, I'll take like a 5 to 7 minute break because they're probably on the boring shit still, and then I'll come right back and we'll probably go back to the live one. Yeah.
Is Gamescom Awesome Indies, a showcase of tons of exclusive indie trailers and gameplay. We just spent a little time brushing up on our Minecraft, and wouldn't you know it, we unearthed some gems. Check out these exciting games coming soon to a screen near you.
Yeah, they're at the good part now. So we'll see if this is any good, and then we'll take a break if it isn't.
Close? Oh, I guess not. Welcome back, valued viewer, to another episode of Gone Viral. We
What
have
the
some
fuck is
fresh
this?
talent to show you.
Hey, loaded? Is this like loaded?
Potential. How about you?
Oh, Smash TV. Smash TV. Or I could just do this here. There we go. Wildstar. Smash TV? Yeah, Smash TV. Sick. Nice.
It's voting time! Come on, viewers! You know what to do!
Oh wow, you vote for what happens?
Yeah! A nuke! Excellent choice!
Alright, now this is Sleeping Face. Cool.
Done! Let's see how far he survives. See you next week.
Gone viral. Okay, cool. That looks cool. September 24th. Alright, whatever. The rest of these games are going to be looking Sleeping Face. So I'm going to take like 5 to 7. I'll be right back. And, you know, no big deal. Hey, what is this? Is this Wolfenstein? If this isn't Wolfenstein, I'm going to feel like I got ripped off. Paradise Lost? What the fuck? Alright, now I know where we are, so I know for a fact that it's Sleeping Face now. Okay, whatever. That looks kind of cool. Now I know for a fact that it's Sleeping Face because I read a list. So now I'll take a break. I'll be right back.